Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with another broke arcade game for you this evening. Guy calls the other day. He said, hey, I got a Miss Pac-Man here. It's been broke for a couple of years. You think you can fix it? I said, yeah, I can fix it. Bring it by sometime. Well, when I said that, I thought he was talking about a real Miss Pac-Man. You know, we've had hundreds of those probably. He shows up with this. And then I immediately regretted telling him that I could fix it. So I don't know what the heck I got myself into here. I've seen one of these before. And I'm pretty sure this is like a licensed multi-game cocktail system that came out, you know, early 2000s. And I've never worked on one before. I've seen a few. I don't know what all games are included or anything, but playing Miss Pac-Man with a trackball, I think that's going to be terrible. He told me exactly what was wrong with it. It's broke. So I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to fix this because it's got I'm pretty sure it's got a computer in there. So now I'm going to be trying to fix a 25-year-old computer. So we'll see. I don't know what games are included on it. We may not ever know if I can't figure out what's wrong with it. I don't think I'm going to spend too much time on it because I don't think the guy wants to spend very much money. I'm going to look it over and see if I see anything obvious. And we'll go from there. I guess I got to pop the door. It's kind of weird. It's got a door here. And it's got 3 doors over here. So I'm going to try to take the other one off first. Because if I get that one off, I can reach in and unlock these 3 probably if I need to. But I'm going to pop that lock open and see what's inside. Well, I wasn't expecting that. I really thought there was going to be a whole computer in here. Like a Silver Strike or something. This looks more like a Neo Geo setup. So maybe it only has... Oh, okay. So those are the games it's going to have on it, I guess. And I guess you could put 4 cartridges in there like a Neo Geo. It's got a regular monitor in it. It looks like a Wells Gardner 7203 probably. It's got a regular power supply there. So maybe we'll get lucky here. All right, next step. We're going to plug it in and see what happens. Plugging her in. And it's got a little interlock switch over here. Sounds like our monitor came on. Well, it seems to be up and running. Get you guys in a better spot here. Well, now what? That's fixed. Did you see that? Come on. It's broke. The dang thing was working until I said it was fixed. Just joking around. And then it died. It's broke. If I told somebody that, they wouldn't even believe me. But I got the whole thing on film. The second I said it was fixed, the dang thing broke. Well, I don't hear that high-pitched squeal anymore, so I think my monitor went out on me. Yep. See, it's talking back to me. It made a noise letting me know that the game board was still working. If I had the keys, I'd try to add a credit. Alright, so my monitor went into high voltage shutdown, I'm pretty sure. And it does that because the caps are old and weak. It's basically got a little power supply. It's kind of like a power supply for the monitor. It goes into high voltage shutdown. I bet if I turned it off and back on, it would actually come on. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Let the caps all drain back down. Hum. Hear the high-pitched squeal? Monitor back on. There's also a high voltage shutdown pot that you can adjust so it doesn't go into high voltage shutdown so quick. It gives it a little bit more wiggle room. Let's see if it's going to turn off again. It's fixed. It didn't do it that time. Where's Pac-Man at? More games. That's what we want. Everybody wants Pac-Man. Huh, I wonder what a 2-player is like. I guess it... Yeah, okay. Sound just quit. Sound's back. It's tough to play with a trackball. Alright, so I think I'm going to take that monitor out, do the usual. I'm going to change the capacitors on it. I'm going to reflow some stuff on the video header, all that good stuff. And then we'll put it back in and try to adjust it a little bit. My blue's low. The whole thing's kind of dingy looking. I'm hoping I can get it to look a little bit better. But that's next. I was just going to take the monitor out through this door. But it's kind of hard to get to that other screw, especially since I don't have the front door key. And I started thinking about it. It should lift up kind of like a a regular Miss Pac-Man would. It should fold out so you could get to that. And I looked there, see that metal bar? I think that's a prop, where whenever you lift up on it, you should be able to prop it open with that. But I didn't see any clamps down in there that you can undo usually. But it's got screws here. And I assume this is going to tilt that way. I think it originally would have had a lock. But I'm sure somebody lost the key and now it's just these wood screws. So I'm going to take those out and I'm hoping I can tip the thing up. And that'd make it a lot easier to get the monitor board out and also to adjust it and everything whenever we get it back in. So that's next. That looks pretty wild looking, doesn't it? They even have a little holder to hold up the control panel if you want. But you got to lift both of them up because it's got a little lip there that holds the glass down. Originally it would have had a lock down there, but I guess somebody lost the key and now they just got them screwed into the side. But that makes it a lot easier for me to get the monitor board in and out. So we got to undo all this and then we'll start changing those caps and I'll show you a couple things on it too. All right, I got the monitor board out. This is a Wells Gardner 7201 monitor. It's just like a 7000 basically, it's just a little bit newer. And earlier when I was talking about the high voltage shutdown, basically that's the high voltage shutdown pot right there. See, it's got all the glue on it. They don't want you messing with that. You could if you wanted to make it where it won't shut down as much, but it's better to just leave it alone. Don't touch it. Just don't touch it. Basically, it's kind of like a circuit breaker. So these caps keep the voltage, you know, going along, swimming along like this. But the way that's adjusted, if it senses something kind of spike, it'll just kill the monitor. So the caps kind of keep everything happy. Happy little voltage. These caps here are probably right on the verge of being bad. I know you can't tell, but this one here and this one here are slightly swollen. So from time to time, it's probably letting a little too much voltage or whatever through. And the monitor senses it.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
And then it'll just turn off the monitor just to keep all the voltage from going crazy and burning anything up on the board. All right, I got my monitor board back in there. Got it adjusted pretty good. That line is just from the camera. I haven't found a good camera that won't film those lines, scan lines. But anyway, I'm gonna let it run for a few hours. I'm gonna cut it on and off several times, let it run the rest of the day, just to make sure that monitor doesn't go back into high voltage shutdown. But I think that's gonna take care of it. That's usually the problem, is the caps. But we'll let it run today, and then tomorrow morning I'll come in and we'll play it and we'll see what all the games are on it and everything. All right, so I let it run all day yesterday. It was on about 8 hours or so, and it didn't have any kind of issue. I think I did figure out the sound problem though. The cartridge was pretty dirty, so I took the cartridge out, cleaned it, and put it back in, and I think that got our sound problem fixed. So we got Global Domination, 3D Tic-Tac-Toe, Big Bang Bowling, Astro Hockey, Battle Bricks, Mini Golf, Flash 2000, looks like another bowling game, I guess. Then if you hit more games, it's got Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man. And I did a little bit of research on it. It looks like it came out in 1998. And this is the second cartridge it has. The Miss Pac-Man, Pac-Man, and all these games. Power Pairs, Seek the Peaks, Have a Cow, Pharaoh's Tomb, and Solar Solitaire. So it looks like they made a third cartridge that instead of Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man, it had Centipede and a few other games. And they were going to make another cartridge, but they decided not to. I don't know if this was licensed or not. It's kind of weird that they'd have the Miss Pac-Man and all that on the next page. You'd think they'd want that out front. But anyway, let's try Battle Bricks. It's basically like Arkanoid, it looks like. Well, that's kind of cool. You can do, I guess you're competing against somebody. You got me. The trackball lights up red too. It's pretty nice. When the guy first brought this game in and I noticed it was Miss Pac-Man with a trackball, I was thinking, oh boy, what have I got myself into here? But it's actually a pretty nice game. And it plays pretty good with a trackball. I guess I beat the guy. Round 2. Guess I'm trying to get to the heart in there. Gotcha. I think there'd be a little bit more sound, but there's not. Well, you get the idea with this one. Alright, so that was Battle Bricks. I'm sure everybody wants to see me play Pac-Man with a trackball, or Miss Pac-Man. Let's try Miss Pac-Man. Remember, I'm playing with a trackball, so don't expect very much. I don't even think I'm going to try to chase them. Didn't go far enough. I don't guess you can exit. I guess you just got to run out of men. Kind of strange how it shows you what direction you're going over there. I don't know what direction I'm going. May not be the right direction, but I know what direction. The trackballs work good. I was afraid I was going to have to rebuild them. Probably haven't played this game very much over the years. Probably been in somebody's house. Come on. There we go. Monitor turned out real nice. You probably can't see it all that great though because I've got some glare. It's pretty early in the morning. It's better to film these at night, but I'm not here at night. I go home. They trapped me. Alright, have you had enough Pac-Man? I think we'll try the bowling game and that'll be that. I like it though. That's pretty cool how it takes that cartridge. Solitaire would probably be pretty fun too. Big Bang Bowling. Looks like you can hook it. Okay, I didn't even roll it. That didn't count. I want to do over. Yeah, buddy. Oh, come on. I got too carried away. Yeah, man. My friend Keith can actually bowl a perfect game in person, in real life. Not this video game crap. I'm not any good at bowling though. I usually just throw it straight. You know, all the good people, they do all those fancy curves and all that. I never took the time to learn how to do none of that. I'm always here making YouTube videos, fixing this stuff. I think they'd have some background music. I feel kind of boring here. I'm not much of a talker. I can't just fill in the dead sound. This is a pretty cool game. I like it. These little quick, easy repairs are kind of our bread and butter. This was a good, profitable job. Some of the, like the pinball repairs, we don't really make as much money as we ought to on those. They just take so long to figure out all the little things with them. There's too much going on. But in an arcade game, you know, there's a monitor, there's a board, and there's a power supply, and that's about it. I've only spent maybe an hour on this machine. But some of the pinballs, you know, it takes days. Well, that's that. That's a pretty cool game. What do you think? Have you ever seen a Galaxy Games video game multi-system? I think it turned out pretty good. It's a nice monitor. Cabinet's pretty neat with the trackballs. I would like to thank everybody that's been using our Amazon links. That's pretty cool. That really works out for us. If you don't know about that, there's a link below this video. You have to hit the more button and it'll pull up the description. And if you hit that Amazon link before you buy something on Amazon, Amazon will actually give you a tip because, well, it'll give us a tip. It won't give you a tip. It'll give me a tip. Okay? But we appreciate it. And it won't charge you any more. So if you buy something for $10 on there, it may give me 50 cents, but yet you still pay $10. So it works out. And at the end of the month, you know, that really adds up, helps us out a lot. We got a lawnmower guy that buys a bunch of lawnmower parts and stuff on there. I guess he's got it bookmarked. But yeah, he's always buying carburetors and all that type of stuff. So if you buy a lot of stuff on Amazon, it'd be kind of cool if you click our link before. If not, that's fine too. But anyway, we appreciate everybody that's been watching. And we'll see you on the next one.